I'm your host, Beetle Barts, and today we are having, what is this? Game of Thrones? Let me show you better, because I'm the only one operating this camera. Game of Thrones, what's that? Seven Kingdoms Hoppy Wheat. So it's a very hoppy Hefeweizen, or wheat beer, as things go. And since I've been knocking it around, this is going to be fun once I pop it. Probably going to make a huge mess. It's a little bit why I have these napkins here. Paper towels, whatever you want to call them. Let's have some fun right quick. Well, that was fun! Ooh, it's kind of smoky. Alright, you know what? Why I wish I had a camera crew so we could zoom in, and I really don't want to do a lot of post-editing. Oh, it definitely smells like an IPA, but it has a good whiff of that sweet Hefeweizens, wheat beers. Look at it get poured. So light, like a good wheat beer should be. Oh, I can't wait to taste this. Oh, look at that. Look at that glorious goodness. It's a good amber color. I know the lighting's kind of shitty, but as you can tell, it looks delicious. And you can see all my boxes behind here. Delicious boxes. Moment of truth. Game and Brew. Game of Thrones by Omme Gang, Cooperstown, New York Brewery. There are multiple Game of Thrones type beers. This first one I had, it's a 6.9 alcohol per volume. Like I said, it's a hoppy wheat ale. I'm not the biggest on hops, but we'll find out here soon enough how sweet, how flowery, because a lot of people say hoppies do better, but I'm not a big person about bitter. Bitter is fine, but it's the flowery taste that I kind of mind in IPAs. I get soap. Not like you're tasting soap, but like when you're washing yourself and the smell of soap. I don't know what kind of soaps you use. I usually use like Dell, because it's cheap. Or yeah, Dell soap, yeah. It definitely has an IP weedy smell to it. I mean, if you like bitter beers, it's not the most bitteriest beer, but it has a bittery taste between a slight bitter undertone. Well, I guess it's not really undertone, it's an underlying throughout it. And it kind of has that wheatness to it. Like, if you ever had a wheat beer, it has a very light taste to it, kind of like, I would say the best thing whenever I drink wheat beers, it kind of tastes like summer. That's why a lot of summer brews are wheat. The grass, I guess it's got a grass taste. I don't know, I'm not the best at describing these things, but it has that nice light wheat taste to it. It's a bit of that bitterness that IPAs are, and like I said, I don't mind IPAs, but especially the hoppy floweriness. I don't really get too much floweriness out of it. Would I recommend it? It was a fucking almost $10 bottle after taxes. No, hell no. I would never recommend buying just a... How many ounces in this? It says a 750 milliliter bottle. Would I spend 750 milliliters on a bottle for $9? Hell fucking no. Unless you're really out there to collect it, then I would say yes. If it was just because you're like, oh, hey, it's Game of Thrones, I love Game of Thrones, but it's like $8, but I love Game of Thrones, so I want to buy Game of Thrones, I fucking love that Clarissa, or whatever the fuck. Honestly, I watched probably up to the 4th season. I mean, and then I kind of stopped watching it. It's a good show, but I mean, honestly, $8 for a brew. I wouldn't say this brew is really worth $8. I can probably find cheaper brews that taste about the same. What you're really paying for is the name. And hell, it's made in the United States. So if you live in the United States, hell, I don't really live that much further from like New York City that would really cost this much. But I think the idea is because of the name, Game of Thrones, and whatnot. That's the reason why they can charge so much for it. It's not a terrible brew. If it was like, if I could get this for maybe at least $5, or hell, $4, or even $3 for the amount that they charge me. Hell, I have a hard time believing that this is 750 milliliters. But I mean, I can't really sit here and crack the bottle open and measure the diameter and float it out, especially since I drank it. I mean, I could probably figure it out. Point being, though, is decent beer, not the best. Decent color and good sweetness to it, not too superly bitter. And then again, I'm not one of those people to say, I do enjoy bitter beers. I do like the bitter in IPAs. That's one reason why I always sit there and like, I always say that is because a lot of times whenever I talk about IPAs, people always say, like, oh, you don't like the bitterness. I don't like the floweriness of them because hops is a flower, and I hope people understand that. But that's not the point. Point being is we're getting to the end of the episode. And so I said my final thoughts. Is this really worth the price? No, I wouldn't say it's worth the price. Unless you're a collector, then spend it. Have I had something similar before? Yes, I can't think of it off the top of my head. Do I say it's bad? No, I think it's actually perfectly fine. It's a wonderful brew, but it's not good enough for its cost. But like I said, I'm gonna fuck myself at the end of every video. I'll show you what I'm fucking with myself this time. David's Ghost Pepper Hot Sauce. This is going to be wonderful. With this beer and knowing how alcohol inflames the taste buds. Whew. Alright. How much do you think I should put in here? You can smell that good. Oh, this is going to be wonderful. How much should I put in there? Ooh. Ooh. Is this enough? It's like a little bit, about like 2 drops. This is just enough to cover the bottom. What you're saying I should put 2 drops in there? Y'all are assholes. Do it. Alright. Put a little bit more in there. Yes, cover that bottom up. Covering that bottom. Honestly, guys, I would say fuck off because we're dealing with ghost peppers, and I've been drinking this beer. I will tell you that this will kick my ass. I mean, I've eaten plenty of like hot wings made with this stuff, and you can see how much I've used to make these hot wings. Not a lot. Not a lot indeed. Because this stuff really kicks ass, and I gotta deal with people who don't particularly. That little drop that was sitting on the table, I hope that wasn't rat piss. No, it's totally hot sauce. Wow. Ooh, that's tingy. But anyways, point being though is, this is going to be fun. Alright. Stir this up. Just feel little just dabs on my finger. Already. Oh, I'm not looking for this. I shouldn't be testing hot sauce. It's delicious, but oh my god. This boy with hot sauce where it's just like tasty but painful. Oh my god. Hope you guys enjoy this. Bottoms. Oh, I'm probably gonna vomit so hard after this. Bottoms up. Oh my god. Actually, drinking it wasn't that bad. As soon as she stopped. Woo! I've been your host, Dick Face, Penis Monster, and a beer we dream is Game of Thrones. Oh! Thank you for watching.